So Pacific Drive. It's an amazing game, but I think it's also way too easy. Okay, let me show you. So I'm here in the third zone, which is, well, you can see, a very dangerous zone. However, look at my car right now. I got 3 destroyed tires, 2 doors are missing, the front window is cracked, and yeah, it's pretty damaged as a car, and I'm almost out of fuel. Okay, so at the beginning of the game, the game might feel really difficult, but once you play it a bit more, it becomes extremely predictable, and I think it comes down to 3 different things why it's so easy. So the first thing is, I think it's it's when you upgrade your car. The first time I got armor car pieces, I got really excited for it. But then I noticed that as I started up-armoring my car and I got most of the best parts of my car, like suddenly there was like this drop in excitement. Because at the beginning of the game, it's like super amazing. You have, the game is really difficult because you don't know how it works. And you start upgrading your car, you get slightly better chance of surviving, and it's exciting, okay? But then eventually you reach this point where it's like this equilibrium of you don't really need upgrades to survive more because you're better at the game. The game becomes too predictable, and the upgrades really don't matter that much. And some upgrades, I think they even overshoot the target by making the game too easy. Okay, so for example, I got the healing upgrade in my car, which means if I hold left control, I can heal as much as I want, which basically takes out the whole medical system in the game, which is pretty primitive, but you have to collect medical items to put them in inventory to use them. I think that's a good thing to have as a tactical feature. And the only thing it drains is battery power. Now, battery power is an exciting gameplay feature because they built some really good gameplay around it, like charging up your battery with a fixing tool. And you have to like prepare for it to actually have it in your car with you. In this case, I don't have one. So sometimes you then have to load it or build it on the fly or make sure you charge a battery when you go to the mission. However, then they add the upgrade systems in the game, like hydrogenator for getting electricity when it's raining, or the solar panel or the wind one, which means in any weather condition, almost any weather condition, there's an item you can put in your car, automatically recharges a battery. And if you automatically recharge a battery, then you can recharge your health. Okay, so basically, there are upgrade features in the game that eliminate deeper gameplay the more you play the game, which makes the game more boring. But the next problem is, even if your car is seriously damaged, the only thing that's really dangerous in this game is if a really fast storm gets to you. Because once you've been experienced in the game, it's really difficult to actually get your character killed in this game. Like, for example, this car, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's so badly damaged. I lost 2 doors in this raid. That's basically a replacement door I found somewhere. This door is randomly open, so it's a completely busted car. But let's drive around a bit. Okay, let's drive. Notice I'm driving with 3 flat tires right now. If my car is open like that and like it's not sealed from the outside, only if you get into radiation zone, really dense radiation, it's going to be slightly dangerous. But then again, you can press left control to heal yourself, and the battery power gets refueled because it's raining from you. And on top of that, you can put larger batteries in the back seats on the outside of your car, which you don't have to do because it's almost always raining, and if you have a rain collecting thing, they're basically superficial items. And here's the problem with this. The third point is that the only real dangerous thing in this game are the storms. Okay, let's take a look at the map. But there's 2 types. By storms, I mean the storms that basically eat the map, not the green ones that basically blob over the map slowly and then leave again. It's the exit storms. Or I like to call them like the voidouts in Death Stranding. But there are 2 types of those. Those normal ones that get triggered after you spend some time on the map, but they're so slow in the way they advance, you probably have like 10-15 minutes before they really start pushing you off the map. And then there's the fast ones that you only get if there's an extra attribute to the map where the storm is coming in faster, or it's triggered by you selecting a portal. And I think the developers, the portal storms, and the portal is active, I think they time them in their code, depending on the map size, so they're super fast, so you get washed over by them with the yellow stuff, with the yellow wave, and then the red wave is going to kill you really quickly. So it's basically timed that an average player can still get out with some excitement. Now the problem with that is the storms, once you know how they work, they're pretty easy. So I'm going to show you in a moment when I'm going to activate a portal and I'm going to drive through it. Which means the rest of the game is too easy. So, for example, you're driving around, no matter what type of hazard you're in, they're all designed to just slowly wear you down. So when a storm happens and you're not really well prepared, then all the defects on your car multiply, and that's when the game gets exciting. And the more you experience with the game isn't able to push harder onto you the better you play, and that's a problem with this game, I think. Okay, now I'm in this area, and I'm going to directly connect to a portal to show you how easy this game is. Just gonna take this one, put a waypoint, and here we go. And this is exciting when you first start playing the game. It's really exciting. You have to drive, you have to watch the map. It's super exciting. But once you're a bit used to the game, it's moderately entertaining. Oh shit! It's off now. Oh, that's way too much. Come on, come on, come on. What's the map doing? Oh, let's see. I just have to. The yellow storm washed over me, the red one gets you. That means you're losing health even in your car, I think. But notice it's still pretty easy. I notice I got 3 busted tires and most of my car is completely destroyed. See how easy it is to play this game.
Have a nice field trip.
Okay, so what should the game do different? I think the game should have some type of roguelike mode, where you don't have like some type of story stuff that gets in the way. What the game should do is make the storms more unpredictable. So when the storm contracts, it should do it at randomized rate, which means it should maybe go in really slow, then suddenly go faster, and perhaps add some other environmental dangers that can destroy your car much, much quicker. And perhaps add some type of enemies that can actually be dangerous to you as a player when you're outside of the car. Because you're pretty safe in this game outside of the car, unless you like walk into some type of clearly marked dangerous area. What you also should do is, if your car battery is out, you shouldn't be able to restart the car engine if it goes out. And the busted tire should mean that the car should be much harder to drive. So, for example, you should be able to drive with busted tire, and eventually it should like completely destroy itself, and then you're basically scraping on the concrete with the chassis.